Hi, welcome to another junior measurement video. This video is all about temperature. Now, temperature is a measure of how hot or cold an object is. In New Zealand, we most often measure temperature with a scale called degrees Celsius. It has a symbol with a degree sign, a small zero, and a big C. That's the symbol for degrees Celsius, named after a scientist called Anders Celsius, who was the person who developed the scale. Temperature can also be measured in two other scales, Fahrenheit and Kelvin, also named after scientists who worked on temperature during their lifetime. Right, well, we know we can use a thermometer to measure temperature. I'm sure you've had plenty of these as you've grown up to measure your temperature as you've got sick and better and over your time. Right, here are a couple of key facts and key ideas that I really think you should know by now. First of all, water freezes at a temperature of 0 degrees Celsius, and water boils at a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. So those are two key ideas about the Celsius scale. As Celsius was developing a scale, he set up his scale to work in that nature. Something else I think is important to know, not only for your personal life, but maybe in the mathematics classroom or maths tests or even science tests, the average human body has an internal temperature, which means inside your body, of about 37 degrees Celsius. And you've probably, when you take your temperature, you know it's around the 37, sometimes 36 or a little bit higher than 37, but mainly if it goes too high or too low, your body's starting to get sick. All right, here's example one. We've got some examples to get in through now. The following temperatures were recorded in Dunedin throughout 2017. So we've got -6 degrees Celsius, 14 degrees Celsius, -12 degrees Celsius, -19 degrees Celsius, and -2 degrees Celsius. So the two questions we're going to ask, what's the coldest day from this group of numbers and what's the hottest day from this group of numbers? Well, I just like to put them into order. So let's just go back and remember our integer work. -19 is the smallest. Then we go to -12, we go to -6, we go to -2, and now we go to the positive numbers, and the only positive number in the group is 14 degrees Celsius. So with this in mind, the coldest day must have been -19 degrees Celsius, and the hottest day was 14 degrees Celsius. All right, here's example two. The maximum temperature in Porirua on Saturday was 11 degrees Celsius during the day. The temperature in Porirua dropped that night by 14 degrees Celsius. Now, dropped means to go down. So we're going to work out the temperature in Porirua that night. So if we have 11 during the day and we went down by 14, we're just going to go 11, take away 14, and that gives a temperature of -3 degrees Celsius at night time. All right, here's example three. The maximum temperature in New Zealand was recorded in Christchurch back in 1973, and it was 42.4 degrees Celsius. Mate, that must have been hot. The minimum temperature in New Zealand was recorded in the Otago region way back in 1903, and it was recorded at -25.6 degrees Celsius. That must have been cold. So here are the two regions of the hottest and the coldest regions in New Zealand. We're going to work out the difference in these temperatures. Now the difference means to take the maximum and subtract the minimum. So the maximum was 42.4 and we're subtracting the minimum, which was -25.6. These two, that subtract and that negative makes a plus. So we're just going to add them together to get 68 degrees Celsius. Now, if that didn't really make sense, have a look at this. Here's the minimum, here's the maximum. We'll just pop 0 in here. There's your 42.4 and 25.6, and the total difference between them is a total of 68 degrees Celsius. All right, that's us for temperature. So thanks so much for watching.